This is a very romantic and very emotional story and a very long story. So get ready for that. I am 26 years old. I'm a girl and I live in New York City. I was raised by my dad, and I have a younger sister who's still living with my dad. I never had a boyfriend before. I never had any kiss or anything like that. But I always dreamed of having a family and being in love one day. When I was 24, so 2 years ago, I met an amazing guy. He's the most handsome guy I ever seen in my life. And this is really weird, but I can't explain it. I just felt that he was my soulmate. You know that feeling when you meet someone, and you feel like you already know him forever? Well, that's how I felt. His name is Leo, and he's 32. So I was 2 years younger than him. One day I was walking in the park, and I saw him sitting in a bench, and I went to talk to him, and we started dating. We started going on dates and stuff like that. But then after 3 months, he broke up with me. I cried for weeks. I couldn't stop crying because I thought I finally found the man I'm gonna marry one day. And I ruined everything. I asked him why he broke up with me, and he said I was too young for him. He wanted someone more mature. Well, to be honest, I think he was just using me because I was too naive to understand that. After that, I swear I will never trust any man again. I told myself that I don't need a man to be happy. I could be happy all by myself. So I started focusing on my work and stuff like that. And luckily I got a promotion and I got a pay raise. So I was really happy about that. But still, sometimes when I would go home at night, and I would look at my empty bed, I would cry. I really wish I had someone to love me. I really wish I had my own family, and stuff like that. Well, one day while I was scrolling Instagram, I saw this influencer talking about manifestation and law of attraction. And honestly, I was kind of skeptical. But at the same time, I really wanted to believe that. So I tried it. And let me tell you, it really works. So I started doing everything the influencer told me to do. I started making a vision board. I wrote down all my goals and dreams and I put them all over my bedroom walls. And every morning I would wake up and say affirmations like, I'm so grateful for my amazing and loving boyfriend. And I started feeling so good about myself. I started feeling more confident, more beautiful, more worthy. Then one day I was watching YouTube videos about past life regression and stuff like that. And then I found this therapist who did past life regressions on her clients and she helped them heal from traumas and stuff like that. So I booked a session with her and I went to her office. When I was laying down and she started asking me questions about my past lives, I remembered this one life where I was a queen in Egypt 3,000 years ago. And I remember I had this amazing king. He was so handsome, so caring, so loving. And we had this great kingdom together. It was the happiest time in my life. And then suddenly we were attacked by this other kingdom. And my king got killed. And I lost the battle and I died. And then I saw myself coming back to my body. I opened my eyes and I was in the office of that therapist. After that, I started remembering more and more about that life. I remembered that my name was Amira, and that I loved my king with all my heart. And then I started dreaming about him every single night. I would dream about our life in Egypt and I would feel so happy. One day I was going through old photos of my childhood, and I found this one photo of me as a little girl, and I was wearing this Egyptian queen headdress. I showed that photo to my dad and I asked him if I ever told him about this, and he said no. He said he never saw me wearing that before. At that point, I was sure that I had lived that life before. I was sure that I was meant to be with my king in this life. So I started looking for him everywhere. I searched the internet. I searched social media, but I couldn't find him anywhere. I didn't even know what he looked like. Then I started doing tarot readings and angel card readings, and every time I would ask them about my king, they would tell me that he was close to me, that I would find him soon. So I kept believing and I kept hoping that he would come into my life again. And one day I was walking in the street and I saw this billboard of a new Egyptian exhibit that was opening in the museum. I went to that exhibit, and when I saw all those mummies and stuff like that, I felt connected to them. I felt like I belonged there. Then I went to the gift shop and I bought this Egyptian-inspired necklace, and it was a pendant with the Ankh symbol. The Ankh is a symbol of eternal life and resurrection in ancient Egypt. I started wearing that necklace everywhere, and it made me feel so confident and so beautiful. Then one day I went to work and I saw this new coworker of mine. I couldn't take my eyes off of him. He was so handsome, like really handsome. And I started talking to him and I learned that his name was Leo. I couldn't believe it. My king was reborn. We became really good friends and we started hanging out outside of work. We would go to the movies and we would talk for hours. And I could feel that connection between us. I could feel that he was my king and that I was his queen. One day I was walking in the park and he stopped to take a picture of a dog. And I went behind him and I hugged him and I kissed him on the neck. And he turned around and he kissed me. It was the most amazing kiss of my life. It was like fireworks. And then he took me to this little cafe nearby. And we started talking and he told me that he always knew I was the one. He told me that he recognized me from another life. He told me that he loved me so much and he couldn't wait to spend the rest of his life with me. I was so happy. I couldn't believe it. My dream man found me, and we were meant to be together. I couldn't stop smiling for days. We started dating and it was the best relationship of my life. He was so romantic. He would take me to fancy restaurants and he would buy me roses, and he would tell me how much he loved me. And then one day he took me to this beautiful place in the beach and he proposed to me. He got on one knee and he took out this beautiful ring, and he asked me if I wanted to marry him. I couldn't say yes. I couldn't say no. We got married in this beautiful ceremony, and only my dad and his brother attended. But it didn't matter because all I could see was Leo. After we got married, we moved into this beautiful apartment in the Upper West Side, and we started planning our future. I wanted to have 3 kids, 2 girls and 1 boy, and Leo wanted 4. So we kind of agreed on 3. We had our first baby girl, and we named her Amara. She's the most beautiful baby I ever seen, and she has this amazing connection with Leo. They are so bonded. Then we had our second baby girl, and we named her Kira. She's also very beautiful, and she's a little bit of a tomboy like me. And now we are expecting our 3rd baby, who's gonna be a boy. I already have so much love for him, even though I haven't held him yet. Now I know some people will say that all of this is too perfect to be true. Some people will say that I'm lucky or privileged or whatever. But I just want to tell them that anyone can manifest their dream life. You just have to believe in yourself and have faith in the process. I used to be a very shy and insecure person, but now I am so confident and so happy with myself. I love my life. I love my husband. I love my kids. I love everything. And if you are struggling right now, if you are going through a tough time, I just want to tell you that things will get better. Keep believing, keep hoping, and keep trying. And one day you will wake up and you will realize that all of this was worth it. All of the pain, all of the tears, all of the struggles, all of it was worth it because you are here now. You are alive now and you are breathing now. And that's all that matters.